Hello, everyone. Tom Gazzola with you, high above Rogers Place for the Oilers TV live post-game show. Edmonton defeating San Jose 5-3 tonight. A big Pacific Division win for the Oilers. We're going to send it right into the Oilers locker room. Patrick Maroon standing by.
Yeah, 2 or 3 times. Yeah, it was one of those things where it was just in my face, so I decided to pull his beard. So I thought he was going to be mad at first, but he certainly said, "Hey, do you like the beard?" And I said, "Yeah, it's a pretty nice beard, but a little greasy it looks like, but it's one of those things."
Lucky beard maybe for you?
I don't know. I was just doing it just to try to get underneath his skin, but it turned out to be fun in games.
This was a tight game against the division opponents that you guys were able to pull out. Is there a lot to be, gain confidence-wise from this way?
I think we've been gaining confidence just the last 6 games. I think we've been playing really good. So I think every line's going right now, and I think everyone's been kind of talking about that too. It's just not one line. Every line's chipping in at the right time, and that's so good to see right this time of year. And some guys are getting opportunities to play some minutes, and they're chipping in at the right time too. So it's good to see new faces chip in and see good things from each line. All 4 lines are buzzing, so that's good to see. 4th line's chipping in at the right time, and everything up from there is having some good chemistry right now. So that's always good to see. So another challenge ahead of us against St. Louis.
You're one of those guys.
Today? No idea. So kind of cool, but like I said in my interview, I think Leon deserves credit for that goal. I mean, I just literally I just had my stick on their ice and he hit it. Like, that's unbelievable. So cool accomplishment. A lot of great players. Obviously a very rich history, but beneficiary of a hell of a pass in that one, that's for sure.
Big night for your line to kind of get going and chip in offensively. Leon's talked about it. He's wanted you guys to do a little bit more offensively lately.
Yeah, you know what? We've been doing so many good things. It's been frustrating. We talked to each other after the game. We're doing everything but score. We have zone time. We have shots. We're drawing a lot of penalties. We're doing good things, and sometimes when pucks don't go in, you get a little frustrated. So I think just staying the course and obviously to get rewarded is a good thing, and hopefully we can kickstart it and keep getting a couple more. I think the scoring's been pretty spread out, and guys have definitely stepped up.
Just a thought on closing out the game against a divisional rival. I mean, being able to do that seems like a step forward for you guys.
Yeah, we played a good game. I think not only closing out games, but having a good home game is important. I think a little bit of a slow start, but we were resilient, and we got the ship slowly going in the right direction here. Last 8-9 games, and we got to keep it going. And obviously the division games are very important. We've took care of business so far, but we have a lot in the second half, so we got to be ready for those. And this is definitely a good start.
We may end up asking this 10,000 times, but.
Look fast too, so it's just different aspects in the game that we have done a lot better lately.
Are you starting to feel like the way this team felt maybe midway through last game?
It's hard to say, but it's we got a lot of key pieces back, and we're like I said, there's a lot more connection between forwards and D to D, goalie D. When we break out good, we look like a fast team, and I thought we have shown that lately.
You guys leave yourself enough time, do you think?
of Pavelski, but just a thought on continuing that hot streak for you.
I mean, yeah, it was nice. Definitely a nice bounce tonight. I think either way, Drake was going to get that for sure. So, I mean, you want to be able to produce and help out in that offensively for sure. I thought overall tonight was a really good game for us, and we just have been rolling lately, and now we're starting to string some wins together. So we just got to keep that going.
What did Drake give you tonight on that line?
I mean, he's tenacious on the puck. He keeps a lot of pucks alive, especially down low, and I mean, he's obviously fast, and I mean, like I said, he's hungry for it. So I think that was the biggest thing, and then then we can play down there, and he's a skilled player. So just gotta make plays from there.
You haven't won them all, Ryan, but your team's on a stretch of probably 6 really solid games where your the overall team game has been good. I mean, how important is it for you to string these kinds of games together?
Yeah, no, I think it's been great lately. I mean, like you said, we haven't won them all, even though we've been playing well, and we really haven't stopped playing well after that. I mean, sometimes you can kind of get down on yourselves and lose the confidence, but we've done a good job of sticking with it, and it's paying off right now.
Did you see the beard pull, and if so, what did you think?
I didn't see it. I heard the crowd.
So there we hear from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. A couple of points for him tonight. Ryan Strome, a couple of goals for him. Adam Larson playing his first game back in 8 games after suffering an upper body injury. Ryan Strome scoring the 10,000th goal in Oilers franchise history tonight. The Oilers defeat the Sharks 5-3. Let's send it down to the San Jose Sharks locker room now.
We just lost a little bit of momentum at times. I think it was a game that always felt like it was right there, but we were just maybe a step slow, or execution was off just a little bit. There's a couple too many odd man rushes at time, but it was a game that felt like it was there for us.
Defensively, what's not happening that was maybe happening earlier in the year when you guys were really keeping teams off the board?
It's hard to say. I'm sure we're just missing a couple assignments, whether a puck doesn't get in or doesn't get out. You're going to go through stretches like that, and we just got to fight through it and understand those details of the game we can be better at. And tonight it was, we talked about not giving a ton, having a good F3, getting in there, but, being safe as well. And it was, we'd take a swipe, we'd get it, we'd dive in and play, and then all of a sudden it was coming out. And it was just one of those, it felt like it was there, and then it never really materialized.
This is coming at a time where you guys are scoring and putting the puck in the net. Is there any correlation between playing looser because you're getting offense now?
You know what? The goals, I think we're finishing. That's the bottom line, is we're scoring a little bit more. Tonight we score a few more, and our shots aren't as high as they've been in the past. So it's still just about, you can't have one part of your game go up and the other one drop as well. So I think structurally we want to be defensive minded and strong that way, and then create off our forecheck and on our rush opportunities.
Do you notice Logan's absence out there tonight?
Yeah, he's a player. He's tough to replace, no doubt about it. He takes the line and drives it when he's out there. Special teams, all that stuff that he does, it's tough to replace, but I think guys did a good job.
Do you see this one as a bit of a missed opportunity? You could have put them, gone 10 points ahead of them. Now it's 6, and they're kind of
yeah, it would have been nice for sure. But we got to learn from it and move on. And next time we get an opportunity like this, we got to make it count.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah.
Phase of your game right now?
Yeah, for whatever reason, it seems to be going in. I think we just got to stay a little tighter in D zone. I think loose, leaving maybe a little early. We got to just stick to what we do best, and let's keep pucks out of our own net.
Obviously, teams are going to go through stretches like that. Do you see these things that are easily fixable?
Yeah, it's just about hard work and being where you need to be and mentally strong. So, if we come out and do that next game, I think we'll be all right.
Is there any correlation between the fact that you guys are scoring now and you're giving up some goals? Are you playing looser?
I don't really think so. I don't know. I think guys are bearing down on their chances a little bit more and seem to be coming. But we gotta get back to the team we were, not giving up much.
Is it frustrating that you keep McDavid and his line off the board, but still manage to give him 4?
Yeah, at the end of the night. But we're playing their whole team, not McDavid. So their other guys chipped in when he wasn't going, maybe at 100, and they did a good job out there.
It wasn't really tug. He was just kind of petting it.
Kind of playful between you guys there?
Yeah, just like I kind of fell there. He kind of fell on top, so he was just asking. I don't know. I think he was like, "Are we all right?" I don't know. It's a nice beard.
You agree that this one was for the taking? That's what said earlier.
I mean.
All right, Todd McLellan is standing by in the Oilers Hall of Fame room now. We're going to send it down there.
You had the lead pretty much after goal anyway.
Yeah, it was an interesting start because we had the early power play, didn't get anything with it, then they score, and that obviously the penalty kill's been our nemesis, and we sagged a little bit there. Yet I thought a lot of good things were being said on the bench, and we were able to overcome it, get our own non-power play goal. It was right with a second after, and that got us the momentum back, and we seemed to establish it from there and play well.
What did you think of Maroon's play tonight?
Patty's play?
Yes.
I thought it was one of his better games lately. He was stronger on the wall. He skated better, created numerous chances. That line was obviously quite dangerous, and it was nice to see them produce.
Todd, you've put some good games together with the look of three centers, some strength through the middle. Maybe just discuss what you've liked about that look and how, as a coach, it just gives you such good options from the.
Well, I like the fact that the wingers are able to complement them right now. We've been able to find some combinations. You look at Luch and Yessi's games, we talked about it the other day, and they're playing at the top of their game right now with Connor, so that's set. When Patty Maroon plays like he did tonight, Drake Gazzola or Cami up on that wing, there's another line that the wingers are producing. Stromer a couple of goals tonight, so the wingers have picked their games up as well, and they've been able to complement the centers down the heart. And a couple of guys that haven't been talked about over the last month, Cass and Test are, in our top 5 scorers, and that's an important thing as well on the fourth line.
Todd, this morning and tonight, there are the sounds of starting the sounds of confidence coming from the player room. What's the basis? What's the foundation for some of this growing confidence we're starting to hear?
Well, you earn confidence, and you earn it by doing things right over and over and over again. You begin to feel good about yourself individually and collectively. It's been a challenge because sometimes we do that and we don't win. We've seen a couple of games like that, Toronto, Nashville, those type of games. So you get tested with it, but I think we're doing more good than bad, and you begin to feel good about yourselves again, or ourselves and your teammates. The goaltender coming back, I think, helps that. It accentuates the positive and the the confidence, so that makes a difference as well.
Larson comes back tonight, gives you 22 minutes. What did you like from his game and his D partner Davis in that pair together?
Well, I like that he came back, one. To the hardness that Lars brings. He's not a flashy player. He's not setting up a lot of offensive plays. He has the ability and skill to, but the hardness, the physicality, the battle ability, net front corners. If you're an opposing player, especially a skilled one that plays a lot, you got to battle against him, and it takes its toll. And Lars brought that to the game tonight. Davey, I think, has been very consistent since he got here. That pair was good.
Is it a good sign when you can score 5 and Connor's not in on any of the goals? First assist, second assist, or a goal?
Well, it's a good sign when you score 5. We'd like Connor to be in on goals. I thought he played a tremendous game. He set people up and made plays and defended well. It's a good sign for our team when the depth comes through and you don't have to rely on 1 or 2 players.
Todd, Gazzola gets promoted, produces on that line. They look good. You've got some competition now, some real healthy competition. It's going to get even tougher when Sekera comes back in a week or 10 days, whenever it is. What do you look for and now in those decisions on which guys are coming in and out? And does it vary from game to game, or do you have a plan on not having guys sit out too long?
Well, we don't want to lose players. Guys can sit too long. It's too early in the year for that. As the year goes on and you get closer to the end, you may stick with the same lineup. But we would like to keep players, I use the word alive, keep them energized, keep them positive, thinking that they're going to be back in the lineup. But at the same breath, you want to keep what's good going. So it's a fine line between juggling. Injuries, bumps and bruises, illnesses come into play. But the guys that have been removed from the lineup and then inserted back in certainly are motivated and want to stay there. They're showing us that the way they play. Drake in particular, I think of J.J. Kyra earlier in the year. Some others that have had the chance to go back in, they're competing like they never want to come out again, and that's healthy.
So Tom McClellan discussing his lineup. We heard from him about Adam Larsson returning to action. Larsson had sat out 8 games with an upper body injury. With Larsson being activated from the IR to the roster, a move had to be made, so Anton Slepyshev was sent down to Bakersfield. Larsson, 22 minutes tonight, a strong performance from him, playing alongside Brandon Davidson. So the Oilers defeat the San Jose Sharks 5-3. Let's have a look at the highlights and how this one all played out. It was a big Pacific Division matchup. The Oilers knew they had to stay out of the box because it would cost them, and it did early on. Just 6:15 in, Joe Pavelski nothing for the Sharks, banging home a rebound off of Kevin Labanc shot at 6:15. That one, Pavelski's 6th of the year. The Oilers would respond, however, at the end of a power play. Mark Letestu banging home his 8th of the season from Leon Draisaitl and Oscar Klefbom. Later in the period, some pretty passing here. Jujhar Khaira to Leon Draisaitl to Ryan Strome. He's got the empty net. That's the 10,000th goal in Oilers franchise history. Strome has 5 on the season on the nice goal there. Shots 8-6 in favor of the Oilers after one. Later, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins in the second period gets his 14th of the season from Drake Caggiula and Patrick Maroon at 6:46. A fortuitous bounce off of Joe Pavelski's stick and past Martin Jones to give the Oilers a 3-1 lead. The Sharks would cut that lead in half. Timo Meier, puck goes off of him and in. He's got 5 on the season to make it 3-2 at 8:32 of the second period. The Oilers carrying a lead into the third. But before we got to the third, a little skirmish in front of the net. Patrick Maroon saying hi to Brent Burns. Hey, buddy, nice beard. I like that thing. It's beautiful. Getting together for the first time since Game 6 of the Western Conference quarterfinal. Then Maroon at 8:23 of the third period, bearing what would be the game winner, giving the Oilers a 4-2 lead at that point. Marcus Sorensen would cut the lead once again for the Sharks, making it 4-3, but that's as close as San Jose would get. Sorensen completing a bit of a broken play on that one, and then with just 7.8 seconds left on the clock, Ryan Strome scores his 2nd goal of the night to seal the deal. The Oil improved to 15-17-2 on the year. They've got 32 points now, trying to reel in the Sharks, who have 38 points, so it was a proverbial 4-point game. A big regulation win for the Oilers tonight as we take a look at the tail of the tape from this one. 2-1, the Oilers led after one. Both teams exchanging goals in the second period, and then the Oil would chip in with a couple more in the third. Sorensen got the Sharks one in the third period. Final is 5-3. The Oilers outshoot the Sharks 29-21. They outhit the Sharks 29-9. The power play goes 0 for 2. The PK 2 for 3. The Sharks win the face-off battle in this one. But at the end of the night, all that matters is that the Oilers collect 2 points on the night. So some good news. Adam Larsson returns to action. The Oilers defeat a Pacific Division rival. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, a pair of points. Ryan Strome, a pair of points. The Oilers reach a milestone. 10,000 goals in franchise history. So a good night overall to start the week as we head into the Christmas break. A couple of games before we get there. The next one, of course, being Thursday night against the St. Louis Blues. The Oilers will want to exact a little bit of revenge on the Blues from what happened a few weeks ago in St. Louis. Of course, the 8-2 drubbing was a tough one, and then on the 23rd, we'll see the Habs here at Rogers Place. So that does it for Oilers TV's live post-game show. We thank you for tuning in tonight, and we'll see you on Thursday.
Thank you.